Hey, Randy Hunter here from beginningsax.com, and I wanted to take just a quick minute and show you one of my favorite fingerings on saxophone, and that's the Biz key B flat. Now, I know a lot of us are creatures of habit, and we learn one fingering, we like to stick with it, but you know, fingerings, there's no reason for till death do us part with any of these fingerings. It's good to know as many fingerings for different notes as you can, in my opinion anyway. So I like to use the side key B flat, occasionally the 1-in-1 B flat, although that's my least favorite B flat, and you may have learned that one. A lot of people go directly to that fingering because it's really kind of an easy one to learn at first. But I find that most people, including myself, use this Biz key B flat most of the time. Now, the way that fingering works, and you may already be familiar with it, but your first finger hits two keys. Many people make the mistake when they're learning the Biz key of trying to use two fingers on the keys, but the first finger hits both keys. Now, if you look at the saxophone, you see you've got this first key right up here. It may look different on yours. It may be a gold teardrop kind of key, so that key looks different on different saxophones. But here's the B key, the regular first finger B key, and the Biz key is the little key that sits right below it. Now, you can see I've got one finger on both keys. I can toggle back and forth between the two keys, and often if I'm playing in a tune that has B flat in the key signature, I'll usually just go into what I call Biz key B flat position, where I've got the finger over both keys on all of the notes. You know, really the only note it affects is the B. You can't press it when you're playing C because that finger's lifted, but you know, I can play B flat like this. I can stay in position and play an A like that. So whatever note I'm playing, I'm in that B flat position on the Biz key. Now I can also slide back and forth between the B flat and the B very easily. So for instance, if I'm playing a G kind of bluesy sort of lick, I might go works in the upper octave as well. So you see I'm toggling back and forth between the B and the B flat. Makes for a really good technique. Here I'll play a B flat major arpeggio. So that's a fingering that you definitely don't want to avoid. In fact, you want to have that fingering just really as a natural part of your arsenal. The way I approached learning these alternate fingerings when I was younger is I would use them in easy situations. So like if I was in high school band, you may not be in a high school band or anything like that, but when you're playing easy music, if you have a B flat, just try the, you know, like for a whole note, just try the Biz key B flat and sustain it and see how that works for you. Okay, so just make sure it becomes a regular part of your practice, and then you'll start to incorporate it in the situations where it works best. And like I mentioned, I use it about 90% of the time. Now, on a side note, I wanted to mention that if you're digging these quick tips videos, or any of my videos for that matter, I hope you'll check out my jazz improv lessons and my beginning sax lessons at my website, beginningsax.com. I've got all kinds of lessons that are organized by stages 1 through 4 on jazz improvisation, so they're organized easy to difficult. Some of them are sax specific, and some of them can be used on many different instruments. So pay me a visit at the website.